Welcome over to Automotive World, everyone. I'm your host, Van Mystery, and tonight we are back. We have another top story, and it's from Lucid. Lucid is actually one of my favorite EV brands. I think they do some really cool stuff. Lucid is saying they're going to build a new sub $50,000 electric SUV in 2026. And they're saying this is going to be a high volume model. So this is supposed to be, as they say, a high volume seller. This is probably going to be their best seller, and that's what they're anticipating. This is going to be a bit interesting because Lucid isn't the most expensive EV out on the market, but they don't generally do the cheapest EV out on the market either. During their first quarter earnings report, CEO Peter Rawlinson confirmed the new high-volume model, and it is going to be a mid-size model. So it's going to be really, really interesting. Let's get into what we have here. They're saying starting price is going to be around $48,000, so that's sub $50,000 model. It is going to be built in the factory in Saudi Arabia. Production begins sometime in late 2026. So realistically, we'll get this vehicle, like I said, late 2026, early 2027. We're still in 2024 right now, almost about halfway through the year. So we've still got essentially a good 2 to 3 years before we see this vehicle hit the market. And obviously with the way the EV market is and how volatile it is, those predictions can change. But we've still got a good 2 to 3 years before we see this vehicle. So, don't go rushing out to a Lucid dealer right now. They're not going to be able to do anything. This vehicle isn't coming out next year or tomorrow or something. So we still got some time here. But Lucid is planning to triple the size in their lineup, growing from 1 to 3 electric vehicles. The Lucid Air sedan is currently the only model on sale. However, they say it will be joined by the new Gravity SUV starting later, sometime this summer. They don't give us an exact date when, but sometime later this summer. More than likely, probably Q3 going into even like fall and winter. And the third model with the base price of under $50,000, which is going to be this vehicle in question right here. We don't have a model name for this new vehicle. That's going to be the sub $50,000 vehicle, but that is where it is slotted in the lineup. And the plan for the new midsize platform is to begin production sometime in late 2026 at their second advanced manufacturing plant, which is located in Saudi Arabia. And they stress at Lucid they want to make sure that this thing has, unrivaled levels of efficiency, crucial for the mid-size class. They really want to make sure the efficiency in terms of having a smaller battery with a higher amount of range is really, really important. They also stress a key element to lower costs, when it comes to making an EV. Just having a smaller battery that can give you, the same or more density is really, really good because lower materials needed, so lower cost there. Obviously, a smaller battery, less weight, really good in EVs. They do also say here, it is unnamed at the moment for the upcoming Lucid for its sub $50,000 starting price. That would make it about $20,000 less expensive than the Lucid Air sedan. We are seeing EVs kind of come down a little bit, but I think still probably sub 50 is still probably a lot for a lot of people. Keep in mind though, Lucid is, they're not necessarily in it to make cheap cars at the moment, but we are seeing these prices come down slowly. Like I said too, that's right now, this is with the price of today. This doesn't, account for the price of inflation that may be in the future. Like I said, with the EV market just being as volatile as it is, anything can change with this model. We have seen EVs come out promised to be $40,000 and then they're $80,000 when they come out. So although this is very promising, sub $50,000, the fact that this vehicle is still 2 to 3 years away it's too long to say definitively it's going to be that price. So this is up in the air. This could be anything. And they account for that here. We don't know what inflation and things like that would be at that time. Obviously too, this vehicle being built in Saudi Arabia and things like that, more than likely this vehicle wouldn't also comply with any any tax cuts or any rebates or anything here in America. If anything, even if we are offering those incentives at the time, more than likely this vehicle would not be eligible for that. Pricing hasn't also been announced for the Gravity either, but they expect it to start at around 80,000, but we don't have any official pricing for that. We don't really have much on this vehicle. Like I said, we do know there's something coming out in about 2 to 3 years, late 2026, early 2027. They're aiming for sub 50,000, but that's just them aiming. They say it's going to be a mid-size model. We don't know if it's going to be unibody on body or body on frame. They don't tell us, is it going to be performance oriented, off-road oriented? Is it, we don't really know what we're getting here. We just do know that there is 3 models currently, in the lineup, and out of the 3 models, this is the last one in line right now. So is it interesting? But it's interesting, absolutely. But, like I said, they're saying late 2026, early 2027. The price of EVs change every day, honestly, whether it's Fisker, whether it's Tesla, whether it's Ford, all of them. Is it promising, like I said, to hear this? Absolutely, it's promising, but, sub 50,000, 2 to 3 years away. We don't know what inflation things are going to be. We don't know politically what's going to happen, so we don't even know. Obviously, they're more than likely where this is being built, there won't be any incentives when this vehicle comes over, but we really don't know. Really, these are just all, this is, like I said, they're aiming for this, but none of this is set in stone. This is way too far away to see, what's going to happen. Essentially what this is they're telling us something is coming out, but they're just giving us a bunch of placeholders, honestly, which isn't, it's good to know that there's something coming out, but when something's just a placeholder, we don't know what it is. So I hope we can see something sub 50,000 from them. Like I said, we don't even have the name. They don't have a model name for it yet either. But like I said, this is just some placeholders. We know that there's a 3rd vehicle slotted for late 2026, and they're aiming for sub 50,000, but we'll have to see when we get there. That's the only way we'll find out. Only one way to find out, and we just have to wait till we get there and see what the pricing is and where the world is at that time then. So that's going to do our story for tonight, everyone. If you like these type of videos, please let me know. Let me know what you guys think of also this specific vehicle as well. Like I said, Lucid is just telling us we're getting a vehicle in about 2 to 3 years. They're giving us a placeholder for the price. We don't even have a model name, but let me know what you guys think of this, and thanks for watching, everyone.